The opening tip won by the Houston Rockets. Oladipo to Wall. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Team foul number 1 for the Houston.
He connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Murray into the front court. They trail by 1. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
DeJounte Murray at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Runner here won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Oladipo matched up with DeRozan. Jakob Poeltl with the block. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Beasley, that's a 5-second violation. Jay, DeMar DeRozan fell in love with Toronto as a player and a person, but no question DeRozan's playing with a chip on his shoulder.
He most definitely is, and he will embrace Greg Popovich and also the San Antonio Spurs. But I'm going to read you what DeMar DeRozan said. He said, "People say, what are you depressed about? You can buy anything you want. I wish everyone in the world was rich, so they would realize money isn't everything. It's about loyalty," for DeMar DeRozan.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
DeRozan to Murray. To Aldridge. DeRozan. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Oladipo to Cousins. Beyond the arc for 3. That no good, off the mark. DeRozan with the basketball. Leads 3. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Jakob Poeltl pins it. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Yo, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
His free throw is good.
For the San Antonio Spurs, number 41, Trey Lyle.
Two for two on that trip. Murray into the front court. Up by 3. DeMar DeRozan. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
John Wall at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. Fires the 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Wall across the timeline. 14-10 the score. To Cousins. That one out of bounds off a rocket. DeRozan with it. Leads 4. Gets it in the right corner. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. DeRozan. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Wall guarded by Murray. Here comes the screen. Wall to Cousins. And look out.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
DeMar DeRozan. 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down 4. To Cousins. Trey Lyles sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Great look and vision. From the painted area, won't go down. Oladipo to Beasley. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Michael Beasley. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Number 31 in the game for Houston. Number
DeJounte Murray defended by Wall.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Runner here won't go. There it is, John Wall. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Spurs have it. It goes down.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
And counted at the rim.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Gerald Green to Wall. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Murray with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for Houston, number 10, Eric Gordon.
Patty Mills against the former #1 pick. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Cousins. Cashes in for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
DeRozan with the basketball. The lead is 2. Trying to cash in with the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
John Wall. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And gets both to drop at the line. DeRozan with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Evans. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Cousins. And a chance coming up at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Victor Oladipo, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Mills in possession. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Rockets have the steal. Oladipo to Wall. There it is, John Wall. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Spurs in possession. Knocked loose. DeRozan takes on Eric Gordon. Lays it up and in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
DeRozan. He drills the 3. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Victor Oladipo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest.
For San Antonio.
Able to convert on both free throws. Long key from 3/4 court. The first quarter's complete with the Rockets in front. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Jakob Poeltl sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Layup goes down. Well done.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Deep right corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it. On the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Oladipo matched up with Pirtle. DeMarcus Cousins. With that, he's 5 for 9. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Knocked loose. That one out of bounds off a rocket. It'll remain San Antonio basketball. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Patty Mills to Evans. For 3. Tyreek Evans, when he gets going, hard to stop.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Knocked loose. Rockets have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Mills in possession, trailing by 4. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Oladipo. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oladipo. Wall against Pirtle. To Cousins. Ah, the monster stuff.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Aldridge. Wide open look, won't go. To Cousins. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Short jumper, won't fall. Oladipo into the front court. Up 6. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
John Wall has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Murray with it. Margins 8. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Rockets in control of the basketball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw, good. And they add 1 more to the lead. It's up to 11. Spurs will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Tyreek Evans trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Houston with the basketball. Oladipo defended by Jakob Poeltl. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Rudy Gay. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
San Antonio with the basketball.
I got him. I got ball.
To Murray. Aldridge. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Murray into the front court. They trail by 7. Count it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Wall with it up top. He'll run the offense. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Evans. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Beasley. Not that time. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Rudy Gay at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Off the mark on his free throw. To Wall. From the painted area, won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
It's Rockets ball. And the basket good at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Murray into the front court. Right now, down 7. Rockets come up with it. Beasley to Oladipo. You got to get that one to go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Down to Gay. A lot of contact. No whistle. To Wall. Got it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And he buries it.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Finish that. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Michael Beasley trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Murray with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. DeJounte Murray defended by Wall. The drive right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Gets to the basket and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Rockets have the ball. Wall matched up with Aldridge. Down low to Cousins. And finishes strong.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Murray with it. Down a bundle. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Oladipo here against LaMarcus Aldridge. Oh, I missed a short one there. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. First half comes to an end. It's been all Rockets.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report.
The Rockets will start the second half with a decent lead.
They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Spurs were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assists.
The San Antonio Spurs struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
John Wall
Did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Murray into the front court. Trailing by 14. Knocked loose. Beasley calls out of bounds. Last touch by Michael Beasley. DeRozan with the basketball. To Rudy Gay. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
DeJounte Murray, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Wall, guarded by Murray. To Cousins. And he finishes at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Wall into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Murray into the front court. His guys down big. DeRozan in a matchup with Boogie. To Murray. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
DeJounte Murray at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Misses the first. Oh, he missed them both. Stuffs it down with authority.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. DeJounte Murray, defended by Wall. Over to the right side. Knocked loose. And that'll be out of bounds off of Oladipo. So the Spurs keep the basketball. DeJounte Murray. Shot clock winding down to Murray. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. To Wall. Stuffs it down with authority.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
I got him.
To Rudy Gay.
Here we go.
Driving right to the basket. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Won't go down. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oladipo into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Rudy Gay. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Cousins. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Cousins to Wall. Flushes it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Houston takes over. Wall up against DeRozan. The screen sets him up for 2.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
DeJounte Murray up against John Wall.
ISO.
To Aldridge. Stuffs it down with authority. Now a whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Has a chance. DeRozan with a shot that misses. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. 4-3. And Victor Oladipo can't fault the defender there. Hits the contested 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oladipo to Cousins. And he'll go to the foul line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
First one, count it.
San Antonio.
And he makes them both.
Good shot.
San Antonio ball.
I got him.
To Rudy Gay. Patty Mills. Knocked loose. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Patty Mills against the 5-time All-Star. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Wall. A big finish at the rim.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Rudy Gay. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. from the painted area, won't go down. Evans to DeRozan. A drive through the paint, but a shot misses. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Wall against Patty Mills to Cousins. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
DeMarcus Cousins swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
So you must watch now. Visit our team website for more details.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Wall against Patty Mills. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Mills with the rebound.
One minute remaining in the third quarter.
And that one out of bounds off a Spur. And now Houston has the basketball. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Look in the post, look in the post. Come on,
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Wall. Here comes the screen. Wall. Rises for the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Third quarter comes to an end. The Rockets way out in front. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they could win this game by 50.
To Murray. To the rim, lays it up and in.
What a move. If you're on defense, you can't be caught flat-footed there.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Wall picked up by DeJounte Murray. Jakob Poeltl snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Wall. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. No good. Made the first two, missed the last. Murray with the basketball. Down a bundle. Into the front court. It's Wall. Looking to make something happen. Gerald Green. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And a nice finish at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off their hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Evans. The drive. Right to the basket. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Wall. Guarded by Murray. To Gerald Green. Shot won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player a short arm shot.
To Evans. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Wall. Slam dunk.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Tyreke Evans, defended by Tyson Chandler. To Murray. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. To Wall. Cleans it up. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Tyson Chandler tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Wall against Murray. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
John Wall has got 2 shots coming, shooting 77% so far in this one. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Number 22, Rudy Gay.
And the Rockets have the rebound. Wall against Patty Mills. LaMarcus Aldridge. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
It's Wall. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Spurs have it. Rudy Gay to Patty Mills. Rudy Gay to Evans. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Jakob Poeltl able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prime City.
New blood coming in for both sides. Oladipo against Patty Mills. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Victor Oladipo at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. To Patty Mills. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Oladipo couldn't keep it in. Out on Victor Oladipo. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Cruises inside for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
DeRozan sizing up Cousins. Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot off the mark. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And he stuffs it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
That's rebounded by the Spurs. Evans goes to the left side. To DeRozan. Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Has a look. The shot by Gay, no good. Oladipo into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Couple of cracks at the line now.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Two for 2 on that trip. Spurs in possession to Murray. No good. Another follow. No good. Wall across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
DeRozan with the basketball. His guys down big.
I got ball.
To Murray. Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Victor Oladipo with the slam.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball.
I got ball. I got ball.
Oh, straight down the middle for two.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
What is that, dog? Come on, man.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets added a win with today's solid victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Houston Rockets. The Spurs
Just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game.
I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assists.
The Houston Rockets were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
John Wall seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the San Antonio Spurs. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.